Paris Road Patrols, séparés. They have the farmer whose barn we used for the rendezvous. He will talk. You must go to England. To that American general you spoke of.
General Crowe? Will you come with me?
I must stay here. He will talk now. Will you promise me that you will go to England?
Yes, I promise.
O'Clock High, a QM production, starring Robert Lansing, also starring John Larkin and Frank Overton, with guest star Vivica Lindfors. Tonight's episode, The Climate of Doubt.
Flaps down. Crowe. Flaps down.
Your reception committee's waiting.
Aloha.
Well, Frank, Tower says you brought them all back.
This is a good one.
Fine. By the way, when did you allow young ladies access to your field of operation?
Oh, you mean that? Yeah, that's the high flyer. One of the boys on the crew is Hawaiian. Well, I've been kind of looking the other way ever since I first noticed him. Started as a gag after his first mission. And now it's becoming kind of a good luck ritual. This girl weaves him a fresh garland of flowers after every mission. I didn't have the heart to stop him.
How many more has he got to go?
This was 16, 9 more. All right, what's the problem?
Who says there's a problem?
You do. You didn't come over here just to ask me about the love life of my man. Besides, how many hundreds of times have I seen that preoccupied look on your face? What is it, Wayne?
Frank, can you handle 2 targets on one mission?
Bomb runs on both? Why not 2 missions?
Staff doesn't think one of them is the primary target.
Well, that kind of closes the door, didn't it?
No, not exactly. As long as the initial target is primary, I have the authority to program deviation or extension of any mission your group flies. At least I'm willing to accept that responsibility.
Where's the target?
In occupied France, in Normandy.
What's so special about Wayne?
Can you meet me tonight in London about 9 o'clock?
Yeah, sure. Staff?
No. The Gramercy Hotel, Suite 36.
You can't tell me here.
I think it's better this way. 9 o'clock?
I'm sorry, I was looking for General Crowe.
Oh, you must be General Savage. I am Nicole Trouchard. Would you please come in?
Thank you.
General Crowe will be right out. Would you like a drink?
Whiskey and water, please.
I told Wiley that you would be surprised to find a woman here. But I think he cannot resist a touch of the dramatic.
I thought I knew him better than that.
Well, in some ways, you probably do.
How long have you known him?
You don't have much patience for small talk, do you?
I guess not, but I used to have better manners.
À la victoire.
Cheers.
Hello, Frank.
Wiley.
Well, I see you 2 have met already. Good. Oh, brother, what a day. Kind you like to wash off. Or wash down. Thank you, Nicole. Sit down, Frank. Well, what has Nicole told you?
Nothing, but very skillfully.
Did she mention that she has been working with the French resistance fighters?
No, she did not.
Well, compliments embarrass her, so I'll just leave it that way.
When did you get to London?
Last night.
The French resistance, or the FFI as they call themselves, are technically under the command of a French General, Charles de Gaulle, here in London. But liaison has been very poor between their tactics and ours. You see, we have never really made these people believe that they're still part of this war against Germany. But Frank, there are thousands of Frenchmen who didn't give up when their government did. But they need morale, they need confidence in their leaders. They have to be shown that they are wanted and needed by us.
All right, no argument.
Okay. Now, how do we show them? How do we give them that confidence? By demonstrating that there is liaison between their movement and Allied intelligence.
By bombing one of the trouble spots, huh?
That's right. It's a troop replacement depot in Normandy. There's also a small arms ammunition dump in the area.
That's pretty small potatoes, considering the risk involved, Ronnie.
If we can give them the courage to go on, this will be one of the most important missions you'll ever fly in your life. Now, surely we're agreed on that. You can say anything you want in front of Nicole.
Is that an order, Wiley?
Please. I do understand. Please excuse me.
Would you like another drink?
No, thanks. She's not just military business, is she, Wiley?
What do you mean?
You've known her before.
Oh, yes. A little over 2 years ago. That was just before the Germans made a joke out of the French Maginot Line.
When we were at Langley?
When I was detached from active service and attached to a military commission and was going over to France. You remember?
Yeah.
Well, it was only 2 months. But at least it gave me a first-hand view of what we were going to be up against. First thing that happened, I got into a big beef with a French infantry general who turned out to be Nicole's father. He was killed just before the surrender. Frank, Martha had been dead 5 years then. And this was the first time I'd ever really looked at another woman.
Did you tell her?
Oh, yes. We talked about my marriage. And hers. She'd lost her husband.
He never told me about her.
No, I guess I was trying too hard to keep it unimportant. Well, the fact is, I didn't call you here tonight to talk about Nicole or me.
Look, you're asking me to risk men and planes. And we're short on both. To risk those I do have on some kind of a, some mission that's supposed to pay off years from now. Maybe. We can't afford that kind of an experiment right now, Wiley.
Will you think about it?
I won't change my mind.
No, I didn't think you would. I won't change mine either. Frank, plot the mission. 2 targets. The primary target, the marshalling yards near Rouen. 1 week from today. ETA over the second target, 12 noon sharp.
Are you ordering me to fly this mission, Wiley?
Wouldn't you order me not to fly it if you were wearing the second star?
Yes, sir. Anything else?
I'm sorry, Frank. Good night. I'll take care of the courtesies.
Just plain arithmetic. Even if we strip some armor from the planes, there won't be enough fuel left to permit the smallest evasive action. We'll have to go straight into both targets to wind up with just enough gas to get us back.
What about more altitude?
We'll have less bomb accuracy.
We don't have to worry about accuracy on the second target.
Well, if the second target is so unimportant, so why bother?
I didn't say it was unimportant, Major.
General, we're sure to pick up fighters before and after the first target. When they see we're not turning for home, they'll radio our position and you'll be getting fighter attacks and relays.
I know that. Issue extra ammunition to every gunner.
Sir, we need every spare ounce of weight to go into the auxiliary fuel tanks.
All right, now don't tell me we can't do this and we can't do that. We're going to fly this mission. Our job now is to make sure that every man in that formation gets an even break. I want it made as safe as it can be. I don't care how long it takes.
What's he mad at us for?
He's not mad at us. He's mad at himself, which is even worse. You and I and the guys who go up, we can do well or badly. He's the only one who has to be right or wrong.
Now, here's a copy of the first interrogation immediately she landed at Dover. You'll see it contains essentially the same information she later gave to my office the next morning.
You've heard of this Henri Lau before?
Oh, yes, for some time. One of the leaders in the French resistance.
All right, now, she says he was killed 2 weeks ago. Has that been confirmed?
No. Our intelligence reports that he was wounded and captured at the time she states. But in all honesty, Frank, she could have seen Lau shot down and presumed him dead. I mean, he may very well be, for that matter. The Jerrys often play games with the bodies of important enemies. You know, pretend they're still alive and being held hostage to forestall further resistance.
Yeah, but he could still be very much alive, couldn't he, Harry?
Well, yes, but even so, I don't see how that raises doubts about her loyalties.
Now, look, Lau was a teacher, her teacher for many years before the war. Her own statement says that this old acquaintance is one of the reasons he took her into the resistance with him.
Yes. Love affair between this girl and Lau, eh? Well, it's quite possible, of course.
And if he were still alive and being threatened with torture.
She might very well be here, paying the price of his release.
What do you think?
Well, I think you've got a brilliantly nasty mind, and I wish I'd thought of it.
Harry, take it easy with this stuff. I wouldn't want General Crowe embarrassed by any of it.
Yeah, fellow, last time I embarrassed anybody, I was having my nappies changed. Give you a ring in a day or two.
All right, thanks, sir.
Bye now.
Come in.
Staff Sergeant Joseph Tanaka reporting his orders, sir.
Oh, yes. Eddie, Sergeant. Close the door, please. Sergeant, I have examined your application for permission to marry Miss Dorothy Hall, and everything seems to be in order.
Thank you, sir.
I suppose you know that young men away from home for the first time in their lives get very lonely and sometimes find themselves in relationships which are not as lasting as those formed in time of peace.
You know, savage, sir.
Sergeant, please, just let me get this over with. Will she fit into your way of life in Hawaii? Have you thought about your families? Do you have a job waiting for you after the war? And will it provide the kind of home and life that she can live with? Is this the girl that you would marry if the two of you had met in Hawaii?
Oh, I'd marry her on the moon, sir.
Good luck, Sergeant.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You don't take tea, General?
Sometimes, not today, thank you.
If Henri was still alive. He's not. No, Henry was dead when he fell. They took his body back. Then they burnt it. And then they threw away his ashes like garbage.
How do you know that?
Well, you see, the Nazis are very efficient. But they use other people to clean up after them. And the man who cleans the incinerator is one of our men. Now, what is it that you really want to know, General?
Were you in love with Henri Lau?
It's none of your business. But I did ask myself that question many times, so I suppose I was not, huh?
Are you in love with Wiley Crowe?
That's none of your business either.
Oh, isn't it? In a few days, I have to order my men to risk their lives, much against my better judgment. Now, if Wiley is sold on this mission, all right, but if he's just sold on you...
You know, you should be ashamed of yourself. Not for saying what you're saying to me, I don't care. But for being such a poor friend to a man who trusts you. See, my feelings for Wiley, they don't matter in this case. But much more important, his feelings for me, they don't matter to him either. Now, if you can't believe that, who could?
All right. I'll take that from now. But one way or the other, I'm going to owe you something. I just hope it's an apology.
Why did you do it, Frank?
Why did I think she wouldn't tell you?
Oh, then you've been to see Nicole, too. No, she didn't mention it. But then, of course, I didn't think to ask her. No, I was talking about your meeting with Harry Charles. His investigations at British intelligence leaked back to our intelligence and then finally back to me. If you wanted to know something, Frank, why didn't you ask me?
Because you would have only repeated what she told you. I was investigating her, Wiley, not you.
Don't you think that I've done that before? Don't you think I've had her information double-checked by our own intelligence? How long have you been taking me for an irresponsible fool?
Well, now cut it out, Wiley. You know better.
I know what I know. What you've been up to.
All right. All right, what about her boyfriend? Who may or may not be dead. Did Harry Charles tell you what she might be up to by setting up this mission? Now, we've got enough things against flying this one, Wiley, without it being a surefire trap.
Nicole is telling the truth.
Why? Because you can't believe she wouldn't?
Your orders stand, General. Carry them out.
Ramrod to Green Flanker 1, Roger. Formation all shaped up, sir.
Walter to pilot, requesting permission to clear guns, over.
Negative. Repeat, negative. This is Ramrod to all flankers. No test firing. Save every round until you have something to shoot at. Savage to Navigator. I'm leveling off at 24,000. Give me the estimated time to the first IP. Over.
Navigator to pilot. Make it 3 hours and 5 minutes from here, sir. Discounting evasive tactics against enemy action. Over.
Roger.
Can't do anything about it now, darling. Why don't you have some rest,
I'm all right, Nicole.
Bandit, 80 plank rifle.
Fighters dropping off, sir.
This is Savage to Crowe. Fighters are leaving us. Save your ammo. There's heavy flak over the target area. Bombardier, have you got your PDI centered? We're gonna short run.
Roger, I'm on it.
All right. You've got it. Taking over.
Fighters, 5 o'clock high. Waiting for us to come out.
Ramrod to all flankers. Hang in there. Stay tight.
but I've never seen so many fighters. Red Flanker 2 is out of control.
Ramrod to Red Flanker 2. This is Ramrod to Red Flanker.
Navigator to pilot. Right on it, sir.
Savage to Bombardier, you've got it.
Roger. Bandits, 9 o'clock high.
As soon as we're out of this, check all flankers for fuel and ammunition reserve.
Yes, sir.
Bombs away.
Left waist guard to pilot. Out of ammo. Anybody got an extra round?
This is Ramrod to Blue Flanker 1. Bail out. Tony, do you read me? Bail out! This is Ramrod to Blue Flanker 2. Take over as Blue Flanker leader. Close up and stay tight.
Take it.
I know his plane didn't come back, General. I thought maybe they were forced to
They
land.
went down, Dorothy. They were hit by fighters. There wasn't any time for anyone to bail out.
Mind if I join you? No, not to that. It doesn't help.
What will?
Depends on what you're after.
Six men who were alive this morning. What do I do about them?
You do the only thing you can do. You replace them.
Leave me alone, Wiley.
In a minute. I saw your combat reports, Frank. The staff didn't think much of this mission either, especially the results. They're conducting an inquiry into it. An inquiry into me is what it amounts to. I'm sure they'll be eager to hear how you felt about this mission all along.
Are you asking me to do something, Wiley?
It does sound like that, doesn't it? But when a man has put most of his life into a job, that can become his reason for living. Maybe that's wrong. On second thought. This is crossroads for me, Frank. Oh, they're not calling it a court-martial, but that's what it amounts to. It goes against me. I'll be reassigned, buried in some pencil job. Forget it. Do what you have to do, Frank. That's what I did. Good night. Wiley.
General Crowe. General Crowe, didn't you feel a mission that required 2 bomb runs was not only unprecedented, but hazardous beyond any justification?
No, sir. We haven't been in this war long enough to have many precedents. I think that 2 missions to accomplish the same ends might have been even more costly.
General Crowe, isn't it a fact that you dreamt up this double mission to circumvent a staff decision?
No, sir.
Perhaps it would save time if General Crowe told us in his own words just what his motives and expectations were when he ordered this extraordinary mission.
If and when we invade France, and the peninsula of Normandy very well may be the location of those first landings, we can expect our losses to run high. But if there is a strong army of French resistance behind the German lines to harass their troop movements, to sabotage their communications and supply lines, we can cut our losses by the tens of thousands. I know the mission General Savage flew was costly. I knew it would be. But the boys who land on those beaches someday are going to be Americans also. I think we can afford the smaller sacrifice now.
General Crowe, do you anticipate that it will be years before such a hypothetical invasion takes place, or do you expect it in the next few months?
It will be several years, sir.
And you consider it sound judgment for a command officer to ignore today's very real problems to fight tomorrow's imaginary battles?
I would argue with your choice of words, sir. I do not feel guilty of neglect or of daydreaming.
There's no question of guilt here. General Crowe is not on trial.
No, sir. But I submit that his judgment is open to question, particularly if he permitted a personal relationship to guide that judgment.
General Crowe, would you say that was the case?
No, sir.
Well, then, did you conceive of such a mission before Mademoiselle Touchard arrived in England?
No, sir.
Then it was her idea.
She brought information. The decision was mine.
Well, there was a prior personal relationship between you and Mademoiselle Touchard. Isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
Has that relationship, your feeling for one another, has it lessened over the years?
No, sir.
Could your decision have been prejudiced by a desire to please her?
No, sir. I would never ask men to risk their lives as a favor to me.
We don't question your good intentions, General. But strong feelings have a way of coloring our best intentions. And you admit your feelings for Mademoiselle Touchard are very strong. Are you not, in fact, in love with this woman?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, General. I think we're ready to hear General Savage's views on the mission, sir.
Well, it's now after 4. I suggest we reconvene tomorrow at 10. General Savage, will you please make yourself available at that time?
Yes, sir.
This inquiry stands adjourned.
Frank, somewhat of a P.S. to our little talk. Just had confirmation about that French boyfriend of hers, you know, the Henry Lau chap. Well, he died just the way the woman said he did.
All right. Why are you here?
I'm here to help him. If I can. Isn't that what you want to?
I'm not his judge.
You will be tomorrow. I mean, whatever you say tomorrow will completely decide his career and his future.
Wiley knows I was against the mission. So do you. Now, what do you expect me to say?
Now, Wiley doesn't expect anything. I'm the one that is here to ask you, beg you if I must, to save a man who's worth saving.
In other words, you want me to lie?
If that's the only way, yes.
Because you love him?
No, because you love him.
Is love something you lie to defend?
Love is something that you do for someone else, no? Not for yourself.
No. No good. And Wiley Crowe is the best friend I have ever had or ever hope to have. But he is more than that. He is a command officer. You know what that means?
Yes.
That means thousands of men will live or die by his decision. Thousands of men. I don't know them, but they also have loves and lives and futures, too. Is lying to protect my friend, is that good for them?
You're right. Forgive me.
And what were your feelings when General Crowe told you about the mission?
I was opposed to it.
On what basis, General Savage?
I see my job as risking the minimum amount of men and materials to accomplish the maximum results.
Did you tell General Crowe that you were opposed to his plans?
I did.
But he ordered you to fly the mission nevertheless?
That is correct.
Yes. And now, General Savage, after the mission did produce the brutal casualties that you anticipated, you must feel even more strongly that General Crowe was ill-advised to order it. Is that the case?
No, sir.
I'm afraid I don't quite understand, General. Are you contradicting your own testimony before this board?
No, sir. I have defined my job as being personally involved with my men and their immediate problems. I can't be objective about them. General Crowe can. He is and was. My job is to fight the war day by day. His job is to put those days and those months together to give us the best chance of winning the war in the end.
This is incredible. Are you now saying that you feel General Crowe was right to order that mission?
Well, that was his dilemma. And now yours, sir, not mine. He asked my opinion, and I gave it as I have many times in the past. He disagreed with that opinion, as is his right and his responsibility as my superior officer. In fact, I've only just realized that it takes a special kind of man not to let friendship influence his own personal honesty.
You're speaking of your own temptations now, aren't you, General?
Yes, sir. Until late last night, I considered lying to this inquiry in the foolish notion that it might help General Crowe.
Because you're a close friend of General Crowe's.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and aren't you even now slandering your statements to this board out of concern for that friendship?
No, sir. If I did that, if I lied, I would be admitting that I agreed with the intent of this inquiry, that I thought General Crowe had done something which should be covered up. I don't feel that. I disagreed with his orders, yes, I would again. That was my opinion. But I also doubted his motive in giving those orders. And that was my weakness, not his. He had to be right the first time, not like the rest of us who could play Monday morning quarterback with the results. And he never would have been given the job he has now if he hadn't been right most of the time. He could have played it safe. But when a command officer does that, he's protecting himself, not his men, or the service, or his country. He decided to rely on his own judgment. General Crowe is that kind of an officer, gentlemen. I hope we all are.
This board will recommend that no further action is necessary in this case. The inquiry is closed.
Major Stovall, would you mind if I spoke with General Savage alone, please?
Of course not, sir. Excuse me.
What is it, Wiley?
Harry Charles called from British intelligence this morning. Nicole was reported killed in action 2 days ago. So you curse war and the rotten waste of it, and what good does it do? And if it wasn't for the war, I never would have met her. Or lost her. Best and worst things that have happened to me since my wife died. I suppose that's what war is. It throws the best and the worst at you all in a hurry. Thank you for not trying to say a lot of useless things. Are you alerted for tomorrow, Frank?
Operations. Well, get me operations.